What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So in this video, I wanted to talk to you about how you can get a higher credit limit. If you're somebody out there that has a low credit limit for some reason, how can you get a higher credit limit? Well, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can do that in this video. But before I start, make sure you hit the like button on this video. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. Also, I do a giveaway, so stick around to the end of the video to hear more about it. But let's go ahead and get into this. So how do you get a high credit limit? Like, why would you want a high credit limit? You think about what type of benefit you're going to get from a credit limit. I mean, one, the huge benefit that you're going to have is with your credit score. Once you have a higher credit limit, your credit utilization drops down, and that's what's absolutely amazing. So you need a high credit limit, and you need to find a way to get to that high credit limit. And, if you ever get to a point to where, you are going to own a business or whatever, and you don't want to open any business cards, you can use these as your business cards, I guess. Get percentage back in every other area, all that type of stuff. So the first way that you can get a higher credit limit, how you start getting a higher credit limit is by starting with a card that starts with a high limit. So if this card starts with a limit of $5,000 or $10,000, you know that you're going to start at that point no matter what, and that's already high-ish, I guess. So some of these cards, like the Chase Sapphire Reserve, the Chase Sapphire Reserve will start at $10,000. The Chase Sapphire Preferred will start at $5,000. Same thing with the Venture card, $5,000. So if you find a card that will give you a higher credit limit, or a company that will give you a higher credit limit, then you're going to be golden. Like my advice, I started with Discover, but then when I wanted to get a higher credit limit, I actually went to Amex, and they gave me a $10,000 credit limit after Discover only gave me a $2,000 credit limit. So this is what's insane. Like Amex will give you a higher credit limit for their cards, for owning a lot of their cards. But if you go to Discover or you go to Capital One, they're going to give you like a $1,000 limit or something like that. They're really stingy when it comes to Capital One. So when people get, $10,000 limits with Capital One or $20,000 limits with Capital One, I kind of don't believe them because, it's not impossible, but they're very stingy with their credit lines. One thing that you actually have to worry about is with a lot of these cards that are here, you're going to have to pay an annual fee. So you don't want to get a card that's going to give you a higher limit and pay an annual fee just to get a higher limit. That's not really what you want. So I would say start with an Amex card, like a lower level Amex card, like the Blue Cash Everyday card, like I did. And I got a $10,000 limit. That's definitely a higher limit than $1,000, which is what you get with like any store card or Capital One or Discover. The next way seems kind of simple, but it's just improve your credit score. If you improve your credit score, then you can get a higher limit. You will always get approved for a higher limit than if you had a subpar credit score. So if you have this really low credit score, you need to go into Credit Karma, go and find, a credit report and understand what's going on with your credit. Find what's going on with your credit and then fix the problems. If you fix those problems, then you can get a higher credit limit. And it's not going to be something that's going to happen right away because this takes more time because you have to wait for them to report. But if you get to a point to where you have a card and you're like, what's going on? Why can't I apply for other cards? Or why is my credit score so low? Or why do I get denied for a higher limit? Things like that. Then you're going to need to figure out what's going on with your credit score. It may be derogatory marks. It may be the fact that your credit utilization is too high. It may be the fact that you missed a payment, or that you don't have enough accounts. Enough accounts, that's a really low impact to your score. So I would say the first three that I mentioned, those are going to be, the strongest parts when it comes to your credit score. So make sure those are in line, and then you can go from there. But as long as you fix your credit score, you can actually get a really high credit line as long as you're with the right company. Because I've had a high credit score for a long time, but Capital One still only gave me a $1,000 limit, and I don't understand why. So that was literally one of my first cards. I believe the Quicksilver was my first card other than the secured card that I had with my bank. But still, I had a high-ish credit limit, and I should probably get more than $1,000 of a limit. But Capital One is very stingy, but whatever. So improve your credit score. The next thing you could do is ask for a credit line increase. And that's something standard. I mean, ask for a credit line increase. I know people that have done it. Somebody really close to me, my wife did it. She actually started at $1,000 on her Discover. A month later, I believe it was like a month and a half later, asked for a credit line increase, and she got to $7,500 just by asking. So they just want to see that you're going to pay your bill on time. Sometimes they'll give you the $1,000 limit as a test, basically for you to say, you know, I deserve more, and then go back and ask for a credit line increase, and they'll increase your credit line. Especially if you have a good credit score, there's no reason why they wouldn't do it. Now again, Capital One may be different because I tried it and it didn't work, and I don't want to bash Capital One, but it kind of sounds like I am. So all you have to do is ask for a credit line increase, and you'll most likely get one as long as your credit score is, you know, above average. And the last way that I have on here is you need to report all of your income. When you're filling out an application, you know, report all of your income. If you have a job, if you have a side job, if you have projected passive income, if you have, you know, your wife's income, etc., all these things, put, you know, your household income on this application, because yes, they don't do a crazy check. They don't say, hey, give me your bank statement, hey, give me your pay stub. But, you know, they're going to ask for your annual income. And if you get your annual income, make sure you put all of your income on there, not just one portion. And you don't lie. Just make sure you add up all your income, all your possible income, and then you can go from there. Because sometimes they, you know, make their decision. Well, a lot of times they make their decision on the income to debt ratio and not just your credit score. Now, sometimes, you know, you have debt from the start, like if you're a student, but you don't really have any income if you're a student, but you can still get approved for a student card. So that's another way of looking at it. But, you know, you want to put all your income, because if they're looking at the income to debt ratio, then you want to be set in that area. So these are ways that you can get a high credit limit. I know, because I have $167,000 in, you know, credit. So that's absolutely amazing, or potential credit, not credit that I'm using, but potential credit. So that's absolutely amazing to be able to have that, but it could be higher if I had, you know, higher cards when it comes to on the tier, on the ladder. I have a lot of cards that are more in the keeper and, you know, starter level, and then I have some, you know, premium, and I have some in the middle. So I have some at every single area. But you know, that's the way that I look at it. If you do all of these things, then you can find a way to get a higher credit limit. It's absolutely amazing to be able to have that much of a credit limit, just because you can always keep your credit utilization down. You can always keep your credit utilization down below 30% or below 10%. But that's my video, guys. If you felt like you got value out of this video, or if you liked the video, make sure you hit the like button. That helps me out a lot. Also, comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what's on your mind, what you're thinking. Also, subscribe to the channel. Hit that little red subscribe button, and the bell doesn't hurt. So you can do both of those if you want. And remember that I do a giveaway every single week. I give away 2 Amazon gift cards at the end of the week, and all you have to do in order to enter that giveaway is comment on at least one video for the week, like at least one video for the week, and also be subscribed to my YouTube channels, both of them. Be subscribed to this channel and be subscribed to this channel. If you're subscribed to both of those channels, then you get 1 ticket in the hat, but if you want multiple tickets, then just comment on multiple videos. Also, I'm giving away some gift cards over there and on the other channel, on the podcast channel, so make sure you subscribe over there. I'm going to be giving those away at 500 subscribers. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to have to get out of here, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.